Why do some people crave constant reassurance in relationships, while others pull away the moment things get too close? Why do some couples thrive through conflict, while others fall apart? The answer often comes down to something most of us have never been taught: our attachment style. Attachment styles are psychological patterns we form in childhood, and they shape how we connect, love, and even argue as adults. In this video, we're breaking down the 4 main attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and fearful-avoidant, sometimes called disorganized. By the end, you'll not only understand the psychology behind each one, you'll know which style fits you, how it impacts your relationships, and what you can do to grow into healthier patterns of love. Stay with me, because this knowledge has the power to completely change the way you see yourself and your relationships. The origins of attachment theory. The idea of attachment styles comes from psychologist John Bowlby in the mid-20th century. He studied how children bond with their caregivers and realized that early relationships create attachment patterns, emotional blueprints that guide us in adulthood. Later, psychologist Bowlby Ainsworth conducted the famous strange situation experiment, observing how infants reacted when separated and reunited with their mothers. From these studies, researchers identified different attachment styles that not only shape childhood behavior, but carry over into how we love as adults. Understanding this is key because attachment isn't just about romance. It's about trust, intimacy, and emotional security in all human relationships. The 4 main attachment styles. Let's break them down one by one. Number 1, secure attachment. This is the healthiest style, and the one we should all strive toward. People with secure attachment are comfortable with closeness, but also with independence. They don't fear being abandoned, and they don't fear being trapped. They communicate openly, manage conflict without shutting down or lashing out, and trust their partners. In childhood, these people usually had caregivers who were consistent, loving, and responsive. Their needs were met often enough to create a sense of safety. In adulthood, securely attached people tend to handle arguments calmly and constructively, express their needs without guilt or fear, provide reassurance to their partners without feeling drained, balance independence with intimacy. Example: imagine Alex and Taylor, a secure couple. When Alex feels stressed, Taylor offers support. When Taylor needs space, Alex doesn't panic. Their relationship feels like a safe base, not a battlefield. The good news? Even if you're not secure right now, you can become secure through self-awareness and growth. Number 2, anxious attachment. This style is often called preoccupied attachment. People with this style crave closeness, but fear abandonment. They often need constant reassurance and validation. They may overthink small changes in their partner's behavior. A delayed text can feel like rejection. In childhood, these people often had caregivers who were inconsistent, sometimes loving, sometimes distracted or unavailable. The child never knew what to expect, creating anxiety. In adulthood, anxiously attached people may become clingy or overly dependent in relationships, fear their partner doesn't love them enough, overanalyze or misinterpret neutral actions as signs of rejection, struggle with jealousy or insecurity. Example: Jamie texts their partner and 2 hours later there's no reply. Instead of thinking, they're probably busy, Jamie spirals. Did I do something wrong? Or are they losing interest? The anxious attachment style often leads people into unhealthy cycles because their fear of losing love pushes partners away, the very outcome they're terrified of. Number 3, avoidant attachment. This style is sometimes called dismissive attachment. People with this style value independence to the point where closeness feels threatening. They often avoid vulnerability, struggle to open up, and may appear emotionally distant. Relationships with avoidant individuals can feel one-sided, as they often pull away when things get serious. In childhood, avoidant attachment usually develops when caregivers were emotionally unavailable neglectful, or dismissive. The child learned that showing needs wouldn't be met, so they learned to suppress them. In adulthood, avoidantly attached people may struggle to say, "I love you," or show affection consistently. Withdraw during conflict instead of engaging, feel suffocated by closeness but empty without it. End relationships abruptly when intimacy deepens. Example: Sam is dating Riley. When Riley says, "I feel like we're not as close as before," Sam shuts down, avoids the conversation, and later distracts themselves with work or hobbies. Avoidants aren't cold-hearted. They simply learn to protect themselves from pain by closing off, but in doing so, they also close off love. 4. Fearful-Avoidant, disorganized attachment. This is the most complex and often the most painful style. People with this style crave intimacy but fear it at the same time. They may swing between anxious clinginess and avoidant withdrawal. Relationships with them often feel like a roller coaster, unpredictable and intense. In childhood, this style often develops from trauma, abuse, or severe inconsistency. The caregiver was both a source of comfort and fear, leaving the child confused about love. In adulthood, fearful-avoidant individuals may desire closeness but push partners away when they get too close. Alternate between "I need you" and "stay away." Struggle with trust due to past wounds. Experience high levels of emotional conflict in love. Example: Taylor loves Morgan deeply, but every time Morgan gets close, Taylor panics and withdraws, only to come back desperately seeking comfort later. Fearful-avoidant attachment is often associated with unresolved trauma, but healing is absolutely possible with therapy and self-work. How to identify your attachment style. So which one are you? Ask yourself these questions. Do you generally feel comfortable in relationships, trusting and open? Secure. Do you often worry about your partner leaving or not loving you enough? Anxious. Do you pull away when someone gets too close? Avoidant. Do you swing between wanting love and fearing it? Fearful-Avoidant. You can also take online attachment style quizzes, but pay attention to how you feel in relationships. The patterns will reveal themselves. Can attachment styles change? Here's the good news. Yes, they can. Attachment isn't fixed. With self-awareness and healthy relationships, you can move towards secure attachment, ways to grow more secure, therapy or coaching to heal childhood wounds, practicing open communication and vulnerability, setting healthy boundaries and respecting others, choosing partners who reinforce security rather than trigger your fears. Remember, attachment isn't about blaming your parents or partners. It's about understanding yourself so you can love more freely. Why this matters in relationships. Attachment styles explain so much of what we struggle with in love. Why some people chase while others run. Why arguments feel unbearable for some and avoidable for others. Why we sabotage relationships without meaning to. When you know your style and your partner's, you gain a map of your emotional world. You learn how to meet each other's needs instead of fighting against them. So, which attachment style are you? Secure, balanced, trusting, and comfortable with closeness. Anxious, craves reassurance, fears abandonment. Avoidant, values independence, struggles with intimacy. Fearful. Avoidant, wants love, but fears it deeply. Here's the truth. You are not locked into your style forever. Attachment is a starting point, not a life sentence. With awareness, healing, and effort, you can build healthier patterns and experience the kind of love that feels safe, deep, and lasting. So tell me, which attachment style do you see yourself in? Drop it in the comments, and don't worry, there's no bad style, just opportunities for growth. If you found this video eye-opening, hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you never miss another psychology and relationship breakdown here at Love Logic Lab UK. Because love isn't just a mystery, it's a science. And when you understand it, you can master it.